You just achieved something great. Everyone is cheering for you, but instead of pride, you feel a deep, cold shiver of fear inside your heart right now. You believe you are a fraud, a clever actor who just performed a spectacular trick, and you are terrified that the mask will soon finally slip off. Welcome to the complex world of talented imposters, where every achievement feels like a heavy burden, and every compliment feels like an undeserved gift from the world. Even with the world watching and applauding, your inner voice whispers that you are not enough. That luck was the only reason you achieved this victory today. This phenomenon has a name that echoes through the halls of high achievers everywhere. It is called the imposter syndrome, a persistent shadow that follows your success. It turns your triumphs into anxiety and your skills into a secret shame, making you feel like a guest at a party where you were never invited. The music of your life feels out of tune, as if you are playing a role written for someone else, someone much more capable and worthy than you. This is the silent struggle of the successful, a psychological paradox where the higher you climb, the more you feel like you are falling into a lie. To understand this, we must look back to 1978. Psychologists Pauline Clance and Suzanne Imes first identified this feeling as a specific internal experience of intellectual phoniness. They discovered that many successful people were unable to internalize their accomplishments, dismissing them as mere timing, charms, or perhaps just a very lucky set of circumstances. Science tells us this is not a mental illness, but a common psychological phenomenon. It is a massive disconnect between your objective reality and your subjective truth. In fact, research suggests that up to 70% of successful people have felt like an imposter at least once in their lives during their professional careers. It happens when our cognitive processing gets out of sync. Your brain literally filters out all evidence of your competence, while magnifying every tiny mistake you make. You become a detective for your own failures, searching for any reason to prove that you are not as good as everyone else thinks you are today. What started as a study on women has expanded to include everyone. No matter your gender or field, the shadow of the imposter can find a home. It is an internal struggle where the evidence of your talent is dismissed as a fluke, making you feel like a thief in the night of success. Your mind creates a wall between what you know to be true and what you feel. Bridging this gap is the first step toward reclaiming your confidence. The roots often stretch back to childhood. If you were praised only for being the best, you might have learned that your worth is tied to perfection. In the digital age, we compare our messy behind-the-scenes reality with everyone else's highlight reels. This constant social comparison fuels the fire of our inner doubt. Dr. Valerie Young identified 5 types of imposters. The first is the perfectionist, who sets impossibly high goals and feels like a failure if they miss even one. Then there is the expert. They feel like they never know enough. They are constantly seeking another certification or training to prove their worth to the world. The natural genius believes that if they have to work hard at something, it means they are not actually good at it, leading to instant shame and guilt. The soloist thinks they must do everything on their own. Asking for help is seen as a sign of weakness, a crack in their facade of total independence. Finally, the Superman or Superwoman. They push themselves to work harder than everyone else to prove they are not imposters, leading to extreme burnout and exhaustion. Which one are you? Do you feel the pressure to be perfect? Or do you hide your struggles behind a mask of hyper-competence and relentless, tireless work? Understanding your type is crucial. It allows you to recognize the specific patterns of thought that keep you trapped in this cycle of self-doubt and fear. We all have a messy backstage. The problem is we think everyone else's life is as clean as the stage they show to the public every day. Time spent in comparison is time stolen from your growth. These archetypes are just mirrors of our deepest insecurities, projected onto our professional lives and careers. This leads to a toxic cycle. You work harder than necessary to over-prepare, driven by the fear that someone will finally realize you don't belong there. Or perhaps you procrastinate. You wait until the last minute because if you fail, You can blame the lack of time instead of your own lack of ability. Every new success becomes a burden. It's like pouring water into a leaky bucket. No matter how much you achieve, it never feels like enough to fill. You are building a castle on sand. The higher you go, the more you fear the inevitable collapse of your secret, which you believe is just luck. The pressure becomes unbearable. You become a prisoner of your own success, constantly waiting for the moment when the world will find out the truth about you. This cycle feeds itself. Success leads to more fear leads to more work, and more work leads to more success, making the imposter feel larger. It is an internal weather system of anxiety. Even when the sun is shining outside, you are carrying a storm within your own mind every single day. You lose touch with your own value. You forget that the work you did was the reason for the result, attributing it all to external, random factors. The golden handcuffs of imposter syndrome keep you from enjoying your life. You are moving forward, but you are dragging the weight of your own doubt. But this cycle can be broken. It requires a conscious effort to stop the wheel and face the ghost that has been haunting your every successful step. Step 1. Name the fear. When you call it out, it loses its power. That scary monster in your head is often just a small, misunderstood creature. Step 2. Create an evidence box. Collect your wins. Keep a folder of kind words, successful data, and hard facts that prove your skills are very real. Step 3. Embrace imperfection. A tree doesn't grow perfectly straight. It twists and turns. Your mistakes are not failures, but the necessary shapes of your growth. Talk about it. You'll be surprised to find that the person you admire most likely feels the exact same way you do at this very moment. Change the narrative. Instead of thinking, "I don't know what I'm doing," try saying, "I am learning as I go, and I am getting better." Your mind is a garden. If you water the seeds of doubt, they will grow. But if you water the seeds of evidence, confidence will surely bloom. Find your true north. Your value is not just in what you do, but in who you are. Success is just a byproduct of your unique journey. Let go of the weight. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy. You just have to be present and willing to try your best today. Build a bridge between your reality and your feelings. Use the facts of your life as the bricks and your self-compassion as the strong, binding mortar. The ghost is fading. The more you acknowledge your own effort, the less space there is for the imposter to live inside your beautiful, talented mind. Healing takes time. Be patient with yourself as you unlearn years of self-doubt. You are moving toward a brighter, more authentic version of your own self. Here is the ultimate truth. Actual frauds don't feel like imposters. They don't care. If you feel this way, it means you care about your work. This feeling is a sign that you are pushing your boundaries. You are growing beyond your comfort zone, and that is where the real magic truly happens. You are not taking anyone's place. You are here because you earned it through your hard work, your passion, and your unique perspective on the world. Believe in your process, trust your journey. You belong in the light of your own success. Stand tall, for you are exactly where you need to be.